sail from Toulon to Pont de Bru near Cap Cavalier, where we try anchoring for the first time.
So today we're heading to Cap Cavalier from Toulon. Should be a nice day's navigation. It's not going to be much sailing because there's very little wind. It's been too much wind the last couple of days, and now today there's hardly any. So it's probably going to be a lot of motoring, unfortunately. But it should be nice and calm and a bit warmer than it has been with the sun out and everything. So yeah, it should still be a nice day. It should take us, it's about 32 miles and should take us about, well, it's about 35 miles and should probably take us about 7 or 8 hours. So yeah, we're going to start heading off in a second. Just running the engine to make sure there's no air bubbles or other problems before we do, and yeah, then we'll get going.
What are we going to do when we get there?
Oh yeah, today might be our first day trying out the anchor when we get there. There's a nice sandy bottomed bay with lots of good reviews on Navily, so yeah, we're thinking maybe we'll try the anchor out for the first time. Also, it's the first time we've really got all of the anchor tackle kind of sorted and ready to go. So, I mean, actually we still need to measure out the chain. But my plan is that if we anchor in about 7 meters of water, then we know we have to use the whole chain plus about 5 meters of warp. So that should be relatively easy to guesstimate without having all of the little markers on the chain and stuff. But yeah, we'll see when we get there. There's also an option for buoys. There's another option for a marina the other side of the bay. So it's a good one for a first try. Where's the other big fender? On this side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
I thought you'd moved it.
No, he put 2 huge ones out, so I thought it would be alright. They are coming out behind us. It's so quiet and nice.
It is. We're not going particularly quickly though. There's a little bit of wind, about 9 knots. So.
Really?
Well, yeah, but it only sticks around for about an hour.
Yeah. How fast are we going? 3 something?
Yeah, between 3 and 4.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Not quite the 7 knots we were pulling coming into Toulon.
Much more comfortable though.
It is. Well, I don't mind the following sea as much as you seem to.
Nice. It looks huge.
Is it in super wide or wide? I might take the head sail in a bit, the mainsail, sorry. There's not very much wind anymore. We did, but the wind's now completely disappeared. You can see the water's glassy as hell, which is quite nice. Though I would rather be sailing.
It's Brexit's fault.
Yeah, it is Brexit's fault. If we had more than 3 months in the EU and we weren't rushing towards Albania and Croatia, we'd be able to do a lot more sailing. And we wouldn't need to do as much motoring long distances into the wind and on calm days.
Not rude, but
It's made it a lot more fast-paced and stressful than it would have been. Like,
the way we want to be moving around is sailing.
yeah, obviously, like you don't buy a sailboat to motor around the place.
But now.
But we've got like so many distance targets to hit constantly, like just to be able to get out of the EU before having. Otherwise, we just have to keep going back to the UK for 3 months at a time, and which we don't want to have to keep doing. And yeah. But hopefully, I mean, once we're in Croatia, we can spend like some time nipping back between Italy and Croatia and stuff, and just really taking it like chill.
It's really nice to do lots of sailing.
Well, that's it. We won't need to. There's no necessity of us.
Not feel like you're rushing to get somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Take the occasional dip down round into Greece.
Yeah.
It'd be nice. So yes,
For now,
stay tuned for more sailing in the distant future. But for now, unfortunately, we have to keep doing these long motoring stints. I'm hoping the engine survives. We can give it a proper overhaul when we get to Croatia as well.
we have done lots of sailing still, just not as much as we would like to.
Yes.
A few people have said that we need to stop motoring and sail more.
We wish we were. And also,
want to.
we've been dead unlucky since we've been back. All we've had really in the way of winds is like really strong easterlies, like 30 knots plus,
We were in
which obviously we can't go out in. And then, yeah, it's all going in the opposite direction.
And we want to be careful with how stronger winds we go out in, because the sails and everything's quite old. And
Yeah, our sails are in particularly bad shape, like, which is something that I'd like to do soon. So I mean, if yeah, coffee donations and such, that's a big help towards stuff like buying a new set of sails, which would be super like useful and awesome, and just give us a bit more confidence in sailing. I mean, the sail's fine, it works. I patched the leech, and there's not much more I can
also,
do.
in the videos where we patched the sail, we were calling the leech the love, or I was, because that's what Ben said it was called, but it's not.
Yes, it's
So
the
patch
leech that we
is on the
patch.
leech, not the love.
Yeah.
So Ben, is the island we were going to stay on over there?
Yeah. That's Boccarol.
And this is attached to the mainland still?
Yeah. Right, a little bit spit. And then that is an island just to the right of us there.
Yeah.
have a super yacht powering past it. I think it's slowed down a bit now. Before it was going at a crazy rate.
It's huge.
To live in something like that, eh?
I wouldn't want to live on that.
No. It's a bit much,
Yeah. Now we're gonna get knocked over by the waves. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was a substantial wake. Whereabouts are we, Tyler?
We are about 40 minutes away from the place where we're going to try and use the anchor for the first time. And it's called Cap something.
Cap Cavalier. You're like Cap Cavalier. Still not much wind, very flat. Not even any swell, so it's perfect conditions to try out the anchor for the first time.
So the engine did the same thing again and needed bleeding because there's air in it. Do you think we should just take the pump off?
I don't know if it's the pump or another problem somewhere, because it seemed to be empty. There's definitely air getting into the pipe somehow.
Yeah, but nothing, it didn't do that before, and the pump thing is the only thing that's changed, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the rest of the engines had stuff done too. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. The thing is, if it happened and we didn't have the pump on,
you can't.
It would be a lot harder to bleed the engine.
Yeah.
So I need to be very certain that that was the problem before taking it off.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we just end up in a problem without any ability to fix it, which obviously would be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Just cleaned up all the diesel from the last time I bled bloody engine. Oh, well, you know. It's just stopped smelling like bloody diesel. Diesel everywhere.
Well, I'm glad it's a very calm day and we're just kind of spinning around.
Yeah, keep an eye on the shore and stuff and make sure we're not getting too close to it.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the line. We're still on the line. We're just keep changing direction. Have you done the other bits?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was just cranking the engine to pump it to the secondary filter.
Okay, I see.
Get it to come straight out the injector here. Let's see how that does it. Oh, can you put the it up? Yeah. No, it still needs a bit of bleeding. How's everything looking?
We're fine.
Huh?
We're fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, I haven't moved much at all. Just bobbing the roll.
The engine's bled. I think it's the same problem again. I really need to replace that whole pump. I think when we're in Cannes tomorrow, that's top priority. I can't think what else would be causing that problem. So, but yes, like you were saying, Tyler, it's
Yeah.
just as well as it's only happened on Cannell so far. Well, we got the anchor down successfully in a lovely little spot. We're in about 6 meters of water. We put about 35 meters of chain down, so about 6 times the depth. It's so clear.
What are you doing?
Titus is going to the toilet. That didn't look like a pee to me, Tyler.
Huh?
That didn't look like a pee to me.
Well, it was.
Oh.
I scrubbed
I
the
don't know if a
toilet.
boat's gone past or what, but it's...
I scrubbed the...
Sorry?
What? I scrubbed the toilet with the brush earlier, so it might just have been a bit dodgy water.
I also need a wee.
Oh, okay. We did it,
Yes. Successfully anchored.
we think.
Well, yes, so far. It felt good though. We reversed
Yeah.
onto the anchor and it felt like it was properly set.
Mm-hmm.
We've got about 30 meters of chain and 5 meters of warp out, and it's about 6 meters depth.
Yeah.
So that's a good 6 times the depth, so that should be fine.
Is it possible to put too much out or not?
I don't think too much is... I think it depends on the anchorage. So obviously if you've got a tighter anchorage and you're close to the rocks and stuff like that, you don't want it to be too... Or if it's busy, you don't want to put too much out, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't see the harm in a relatively big bay like this, putting out all of your chain.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, it's very pretty. And
It's
the weather's
really
been
nice,
lovely
yeah.
today. There's just one other boat here.
Weather for tonight.
It's really nice. I had been missing being on a... Because we were on a buoy for so long in Felixstowe, and we've been in lots of marinas since then. It's nice to be not in a marina. I like it. What did you say, checking?
The weather for tonight.
Yeah. And then tomorrow we are going to Cannes to meet Connor. We should both be getting there at like 2ish. Between 1 and 3, I think.
That's the plan.
Exciting. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and leave a comment to let us know what you think. Subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on so you won't miss an episode. If you could share our channel with everyone that you know too, that would really help us out. Thank you so much to everyone that's been to my Ko-fi page so far and donated money to help us keep going. I really, really appreciate it. It helps so much. I have set up a Patreon now too, in case anyone prefers the idea of supporting us that way. There's a link to that, my Ko-fi page, and PayPal too in the description. Thanks again for watching. In the next video, we make our way to Cannes to pick up our friend Connor.